When it comes to living your desired reality wholeheartedly, unconditionally, when it comes to really embodying your soul's purpose, you might look crazy. It might not make any sense. It might not seem logical. People might not understand it or understand you. And you shall find peace and acceptance with that. I am currently in such a fertile, igniting, powerful, deep, profound place in my life, in my reality, where I have received an opportunity that is so aligned to my higher self and is truly sent from God, from the divine, and it's a manifestation of me living in my soul's purpose. It's so natural for me. And taking this opportunity looks crazy to my family, my blood family, and the people who saw me grow up. And it's so interesting how my family members seeing me make this decision that is aligned with my higher self is scary for them. It seems like it's not logical. It's not a good idea. It doesn't make any sense. It's a terrible idea that I'm actually not honoring myself when doing this. And it is so interesting to see our blood family perceive us this way. And for me at first it was painful to not see their support, have them not understand. It's like we're speaking two different languages. And then I just started to see a pattern, and I'm like, I can't force them to understand, and I have to find peace and acceptance with us seeing things completely differently. And it's so interesting how they really want me to be safe. They really want me to stay in comfort in what they know and what I know, or what I knew. And they just want that sense of control that you get from safety, right? And I don't desire safety, or comfort, or repeating the same generations and the same realities. I don't desire that at all. I see a certain reality for myself, and I create from that reality no matter what anybody tells me or what I see in this 3D. I stay rooted in my purpose and in my soul and in my mission and in my higher self. And I love my family members so much, and I'm so grateful for them, and I appreciate them. And I'm just remembering, and I'm growing so much by not letting their state of beings and their opinions on this opportunity get me down, or I'm not letting them sway me, and I'm not letting them make me feel like they don't love me. And I trust that in divine timing they will understand, or they don't have to understand. I just trust that the love will always remain, and all that matters is that I know that I am making decisions that are aligned with my highest self and my highest timeline. And it's like, for me, I don't desire to take any opinions that are not mine, especially if I am not trying to live your reality or what you experience. I don't want that. And that's how I see with all my family members, respectfully. I see a whole different reality. I definitely was born here to be different, to operate from my soul, operate from my mission, and I'm extremely aware. And I don't intend to live a comfortable normal lifestyle. And that can look like having college degrees, working in 9 to 5 for years until I retire. Like I don't see that. Or just being in a relationship or a marriage where we don't really know each other, we are not aligned, or like, and I don't see myself living in a reality where I'm constantly escaping and distracting myself with TV, social media, food, alcohol, relationships, and so on, because I don't want to see myself or tap into my soul, right? I don't desire to live that type of reality at all. So I am deciding to stay rooted in my soul's purpose, and this video is to remind you to do that as well. And it's so beautiful that about 2 days ago, I was watching a video about Dochi's divine breakthrough, and this philosopher was studying her breakthrough, and he studies a lot of people's breakthroughs. And what he noticed, that really one of the biggest components that led to her divine breakthrough, right, was the fact that she was rooted in herself. Because there was also a time in Dochi's life where her family was not supporting her. For example, I remember the philosopher saying that, Dochi decided not to go to college, and her mom was not okay with that. And no matter what society, and like her ex-boyfriends would laugh at her songs, no matter what society would tell her, she was rooted in herself. No matter what the 3D or anything shows you, remain rooted in thyself. And that was just alignment for me, anchored in my self-worth and my purpose and what I know that I'm here on earth to do. And I noticed that when it came to my family, I wish I could say that, okay, you guys understand, like, you guys are living from your soul's purpose, you guys, you guys are basically living from your soul's purpose. And the reason that I don't like to assume anything, right? But I'm just going to make a hypothesis that they have not lived from their soul's purposes, because all of I'm going to say most of my family members work regular jobs, and I have seen a lot of them interact in escaping. We've all done this before, but a lot of them I've seen this have distracted themselves from their true power, from their true self, or just running away from the soul, running away from their power, and not wanting to go through the truth. And then also I've seen a lot of them in unions that are not divine and aligned and really an expression of their soul, right? And if you're still in unions like that, in relationships like that, it shows you're not living from your soul, because you might have fear to end this because you've been in this union for years, or you have a kid, or whatever the case might be, but your intuition is telling you something and you are dishonoring it. You're not living from the soul. Same thing with if you're just working a regular job, right? You think, oh, I just need to work it for money. But when you're operating from your soul, you know that you can generate money just from your creativity. And you know that we came on earth for that, to fulfill our soul's purpose. And that we are capable of receiving abundance from our purpose, right? We are not here to consume, we are here to create. So that is why I'm saying that my family hasn't operated from their soul. If they did, then I would trust their opinion, but I know I'm operating from the soul. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you operate from the soul truly, shit like this happens. People are not gonna agree with you. People are gonna wanna tell you certain things that may hurt your ego. It's just not gonna feel good. And that's why a lot of people choose to be safe and not operate from the soul, because they don't want to experience that, right? But for me, it is what it is. It's just an experience, and I am allowing myself to continue to develop and ascend and just remember and stay rooted in my soul's purpose. and I trust that everything is unfolding the way it is supposed to. Everything in our reality is for our highest good. And we are so protected and we are so provided for. And a part of me was anticipating a little bit of fear when it came to talking to family members about this. And that's okay. And it's okay. These are just experiences. And a part of me would like want to make them understand. And the more I tried to, the more it just wasn't working. And it's okay because it doesn't have to work. It only has to make sense for you. And I'm just so proud of myself for just staying rooted in my higher self, in my purpose, in my mission here on earth. And this is your sign to continue to stay rooted in thyself, because this is so essential to really living in your desired reality, right? Because your soul naturally wants you to live that reality, but a lot of the times our mind and our ego is afraid to actually live that and do those things just to truly embody that. Allow yourself to experience what you have to experience. And somebody on social media today, a lovely mutual, shared with me after a video that I posted about, I was just like crying about being so aware. And he basically shared with me that the soul came here to simply experience. The soul does not get hurt when you don't see them, when you don't listen to them, when they're not being honored, whatever it is that's going on. The soul literally doesn't affect the soul. The soul is just here to create. I mean, yes, the soul's here to create and to experience. The soul is here to just be. So I'm grateful that I get to experience these things, to remember these things, because they are part of my ascension and they are all divinely orchestrated. I am unconditionally rooted in myself, and I am unshakable. I am unshakable. Like, my family, my blood, like people who I love to death can tell me whatever. The 3D can tell me whatever, and it's not gonna shake me. It's not gonna shake me. And I was listening to Titanium last night with King Tiago, and that song is just it's such fire. It's such powerful remembrance. Like, shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Yes, you are titanium. And it's just like, the 3D is temporary, right? What we see in our 3D reality is temporary, and what is in the unseen, right? The seen is temporary, but the unseen is eternal, okay? And yes, trust, surrendered in trust, anchored in trust. I'm ready. If you guys are ready to operate from your soul, I hold a safe space for you to expand, to be aware, to release, and alchemize any past pains into power and into purpose. Book your one-on-one inner authority activation call in my YouTube link in bio down below, yes, in the description box. And I'm so excited to ascend with you. I love you so much. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more authentic ascension content. And please comment down below something that you are doing to ensure that you are anchored and rooted in yourself and your purpose and in your mission. And what I do to remember that is I tell myself that in the mirror, and I remember by breathing, by meditation. grounding myself. I love you so much.